together.
Great. Thank you, Director.
I certainly agree with Director Bartroff on this. This is something he's been working on for years and years and years, so I think it's highly appreciative that we have this model in place. Having listened to David Roederer's tutorial on how departments came about, we have a similar thing in the legislature, and it's called committee. So we have the committee system where you work on justice system, appropriations and nothing else, or you work on DHS and nothing else, or whatever. So I think it's going to be a big challenge to make interagency, and I think maybe that's a good opportunity for us, that we start looking at things in a holistic way and how this fits together, and all should fit together, because you know, people aren't really made up of departments. They have needs, all sorts of different needs, and if we can kind of graft that onto our system, I think that will work.
I think Director Bartroff hit the nail on the head with what we expect to accomplish with this process, getting the people the mental health treatment they need, the education they need, and so on. And I agree with Senator Dvorsky. You know, as chair of a budget subcommittee, I am by necessity a numbers wonk. I have to deal with the numbers, and I have to look at return on investment, and I have to look at cost-benefit analysis. But I also have to temper that with some common sense, and we try to look down the road as to what the long-term benefits are going to be. You know, you're not going to see those benefits maybe right up front, but down the road, yes, you will see those benefits. And as we move forward, we've got to look at everything up and down the spectrum of what we hope to accomplish. And I've got to give a lot of credit, and nobody's spoken about it here today, to the Department of Corrections. You know, part of the question is about interagency collaboration. And I think it was 2 years ago or 3 years ago, a grant given to the state of Iowa on mental health within the corrections system, and a continuum of treatment and sharing information between Department of Public Health, Department of Human Services, private mental health providers, so that we have a record on those people coming into the system, and that we have a continuum of treatment as they leave the system. And now we've got this grant, and I think it just speaks volumes as to the quality that we have in the Department of Corrections in the state of Iowa. And as I look at it, I think we're being held up as a model here. If you look at the numbers, we're consistently in the top 5 in the nation for lowest rate of recidivism in the country. So that doesn't give us a whole lot of room for improvement as far as ranking, but maybe we can drop that from 31% to 25 or to 18. But we're also being held up as a model for the rest of the country, how to do things right and what we've done in the past, the ICON system, just the whole process. It's a feather in our cap, and we need to make the most of it.
Wow, we can just end right there. Excellent. Any final comments from our panelists? Thoughts, comments? Going once, going twice, go ahead. Senator Dvorsky.
I guess I need to say this, since I spent 20 years of my life working in community-based corrections, that this is probably maybe the optimal effort we've seen over all these years of putting together all these evidence-based and data-driven things and everything else, this is probably the capstone of that for the Department of Corrections and CBCs in the state over the last several years. And I certainly thank everyone who was involved in this, and now it's our opportunity to really shine.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Other comments?